Hello everyone, my name is Tanvir Jan Swapnil and my student ID is 20173228. Today I am going to present our last and final assessment of ICT500 Emerging Technologies. And this assignment is all about exploring emerging technologies in the field of AI and their potential impact on various industries. And for this assessment, I have chosen the topic of mine which is related on the healthcare industry. So let's get started with the introduction. The advent of AI has resulted in a period of unprecedented technologies process for the human race. This project explores the front lines of artificial intelligence by way of the latest advancement in machine learning, NLP, CV, and robotics. Apart from these, the report is considering the healthcare industry to put the light on the overview of emerging technologies in the field of AI. Our main goal includes researching these new AI tools in depth and analyzing how they will affect a certain field. Now let's talk about the literature's review, and the overview of this is artificial intelligence AI technologies are driving a revolution in the healthcare sector. Machine learning, NLP, computer vision and robotic among others have shown enormous promises of revolutionize healthcare delivery, strengthen patient outcomes and streamline operations. However, there are serious ethical and legal questions that arise from the increasing use of AI in healthcare, notably in the area of patient privacy and data security. This literature review introduces these new AI healthcare tools and discusses their potential legal and ethical consequences. So the first one is emerging technologies in AI, and this consists of machine learning ML using natural language processing, which is NLP, and another one is robotics. Machine learning ML is a foundational AI technique that allows healthcare system to examine massive information, recognize patterns, and arrives at predictions. Using natural language processing, NLP computers can decode and even create natural sounding speech. Clinical notes are being analyzed using NLP to extract useful information for use in healthcare decision-making system. The field of medicine has benefited greatly from the use of computer vision, X-ray, MRI, and CT scan may all analyzed computer vision algorithms driven by artificial intelligence, helping radiologists spot irregularities and making more precise diagnosis. Robotics may be used in very different aspects of healthcare, from surgical producers to administrative duties and even technician. For instance, the technique known as the Da Vinci surgical system has allowed for very precise, minimally intensive procedures. Robotics are also used in healthcare settings such as for delivering medications. Now let's talk about data protection. The use of AI in medical treatment creates ethical consideration about the protection of patient data and the confidentiality of patient information. Constant is still another important ethical concern, accountability and transparency. Two of the most important components of ethical AI are accountability and transparency. Now let's talk about the legal frame and regulations. The use of artificial intelligence in healthcare is governed by a number of rules in United States. These regulations include the Healthcare Insurance Probability as well as Accountability Act HIPAA and the recommendation established by the Food and Drug Administration FDA. While HIPAA requires the security of patient data and the FDA is responsible for regulating medicine devices. This includes AI-powered software that is used in the diagnosis and treatment of patients. Let's talk about addressing gaps. There are holes in the legal structure for the use of AI in healthcare despite the fact that rules already exist. The absence of standardized certification and view mechanism for AI algorithms that are utilized in healthcare setting is one of the most important gaps in the industry. Filling this void is very necessary in order to guarantee the reliability and usefulness of AI solution in the healthcare sector. In addition, legislation should be revised to account for the rapidly changing environment of AI, taking into consideration concerns such as algorithm bias, ongoing monitoring, and the moral use of AI through research and medical treatment. Let's talk about the analysis. Although there are many upsides of implementing AI system across business, there are also serious securities and privacy concerns that must be addressed. This study delivers into the fact by examining data privacy, security of data, cyber risk, and the possibility of bias in AI system. It also includes case studies of business that have overcome similar obstacles and made full use of AI promises. Benefit of AI integration consists of enhanced efficiency, data-driven decision making, personalization. And another one, risk of AI integration is consist of data privacy, data security, cyber threats, algorithm bias. Now let's talk about organization managing privacy and security risk. Google Health. Rather of centralizing patient data, Google Health takes a decentralized approach of security and privacy using a method called federated learning. This novel method keeps critical patient data in circulation, which lessens the likelihood of data breaches. Some more methods Google Health use are data encryption, user constant transparency. The first one is JP Morgan Chase. When it comes to protecting customer information, financial service provider JP Morgan Chase prioritizes the use of artificial intelligence for both fraud detection as well as risk assessment. Features of their method include. Another one is Duolingo. Duolingo uses AI for individualized language learning, which a focus on user privacy and the elimination of algorithms bias. Some of their methods are user control, algorithm fairness, transparency report, data minimization. Now let's talk about Siemens. The German industrial powerhouse Siemens employs artificial intelligence for preventive maintenance while still protecting its proprietary information with strengthened data security measures. In their methods, they do that like network segmentation, access control, data backup, incident response plan, employment training. Now let's talk about the recommendation. The first one is comprehensive risk assessment. It is important to conduct a comprehensive risk assessment of AI system and its intended use is order to discover vulnerabilities, risk and possible consequences on privacy and security. Keep this evaluation up to date when new technologies emerge. And the best practice for this is to make sure their federated learning method is compliant with ever evolving privacy and security regulations. Google Health does continual risk assessment. Another one is privacy by design. Make sure that data privacy is taken into account in every step of creating an AI system. Collect just the minimum amount of data required and given anonymizing and encryption of the data first priority. Maintaining open and user-focused consent method. Best practice is in accordance with privacy rules. Duolingo gives users access to their data and provides them with information on how it is used. Cybersecurity measures. Take stronger predictions against cyber attack by installing firewall intrusion detection system, doing frequent security audits, and testing your system for vulnerabilities. Always install the newest security updates for your software, device, and network. And the best practice is JP Morgan Chase's uses encryption and multi-factor authentication to keep customer financial information safe. Another one is ethical consideration. Create and follow strict ethical criteria for the proper use of AI, such as topics such as openness, equity, responsibility, and management of mistakes. Focus on fixing algorithm bias that might causes unfair treatment of people, and best practice should be to guarantee that everyone has access to high quality language learning opportunities. Duolingo finds continuous research on detect and addressing algorithm bias. Another one is data governance. Regulate the gathering, strong sharing, and using of data through strengthened data governance standard. Establish rules for who may access what information under what circumstances. And the best practice is, as an example of good data governance, JP Morgan Chase remove all identifying information from customer financial and personal data before processing it. Employee training. Employees should be given extensive training on cybersecurity best practices and ethical standards for the use of artificial intelligence. Security continuous staff is a crucial line of defense against hazards. And the best practice is Siemens invest its workforce by providing extensive cybersecurity training to safeguard its production AI system. Now let's talk about the conclusion of this assessment. Key findings. This investigation of the privacy and security implication of incorporating AI system across business has shown both the advantages and disadvantages of doing so. Risk assessment, privacy by design, cybersecurity precautions, and ethical consideration are just some of the ways that business may use AI capabilities while minimizing danger. The value of this method is shown by the advancement of companies like Google, JP Morgan Chase, Duolingo, and Siemens. Recommendation for future research. More investigation into the changing environment of AI and its implication for privacy and security is needed in future studies. It will be critical to learn about new AI technology, legislative changes, and potential risk. Responsible AI interrogation may be better understanding if we investigate the flexibility of privacy preserving strategies such as federal learning across diverse sectors. So these are the references that I used to make this presentation.